So in this video I am going to show you how we can work with image collection in Google Earth Engine. For this example I have chose Landsat Collection 1 Tier 1 TO Reflectance Images Collection. So once you go to the under the Explorer, once you go to the page related to the Landsat 8 Collection 1 Tier 1 page, so here you can see the revisit interval, like information like that, and the availability of data from 2013 to 2021. So you can see the most recent image is in May 2018. So there are various information like band informations and the image collection ID. So once we start working with the code editor, this information like image collection ID is really important. So unlike the previous SRTM example, which I have done about 2 or 3 videos before, here we have a data set, multiple data sets for the specific location of specific geographic location based on the time. So in here they have mentioned TOA reflectance. So in TOA reflectance indicate that the image collection is calibrated to the top of the atmosphere. So collection 1 Tier 1 dataset means that the most of the pre-processing that needs to be done conducted by USGS already. In many cases USG data are pre-processed when we going to use it. However, it is important to note that most datasets may not TOA reflectance. That means they are not converted to surface reflectance. Also, it is important to note that when you are working with Landsat 8 collections images, we have to use pre-processed images, because it is most of the time it is easier to work, and most of the pre-processing, like I said before, done by the USGS itself. So if you want to import image collection into a Google Earth Engine, you have to use the function for image collection. So in here we have used the in here image collection ID is mentioned as Landsat 8 LC 801. We can get the image ID from the Google Earth Engine Explorer. In here you can see the image collection ID. So we have to give 3 more variables or filters in order to view the images. In the first one is the WRS path and WRS row. So these 2 arguments are reflect to the path and the row of the satellite image. So we can get this path and row numbers from the Earth Explorer website. So go to the Earth Explorer website, and I have selected my interested location as this point in this water body. So in here you can see the path and row IDs. One path is the 140 and row is 055. So we have to use this path number and row number in the code editor. So path as 140 and 055. So as I said before, the Landsat collection is a huge number of dataset in 16 days interval. So the data is available from 11th April 2013 to May 18, 2021. So if we did not mention the filter as the filter date, it will load all the data set into the script, because since based on our requirement we can filter out the images that we require. So for this example I'll choose year 2016 January 1st to 2021 May 22. So we can run this program. So in here you can see the dataset is loaded, and it mentions there are 12 bands in each dataset, and under features you can see we have imported 112 elements into here. So we can reduce the number of images by reducing the interval. So now let's run it again. Now you can see the features list indicate only 69 images. Under that you can see the images, each of the images that we have imported into the Google Earth Engine. So and here you can see the image ID also. So when we are importing a single image like we done in the previous example, we can use this image ID. So apart from getting information from image collection and getting images into the Google Earth Engine code editor, we can also conduct some other manipulations like getting the number of images in that collection, date ranges, likewise. So in this video I am going to show you some of the manipulations that we can conduct using image collection. So in here of course we can see under the console we can see number of images in the under the console. We can see of course the number of images by running the previous code. However, there are different ways that we can get the number of images in this image collection by converting the image collection into a list. For this, first of all, we have to convert this image collection into a list. And we can do a print function and output the size of the images. So we can run it. I have just missed a T. Then we can run again, and we can get the number of images in the image collection. So apart from that, we can directly get the number of images within build function. For that we can create another variable called count, and then we can get the size of the collection directly with this. So it is these two are different ways that we can get the number of images in the image collection. Also we can use inbuilt function in Google Earth Engine to get the date range of this image collection. For that we can use the inbuilt EE function and get the number of images. So we have to create another variable. and print the date range. Reason was that I have missed the underscore here, so for that I have to re-edit the code and run. So likewise we can get the date range of the image dataset.